Ever wanted to train like Goku and unlock your inner Saiyan? Today, we're turning that anime fantasy into real, science-backed workouts. We're going to focus on high volume, progressive overload, and explosive strength, the exact kind of training that would make any Saiyan proud. By the end of this video, you'll have a full blueprint to challenge your muscles and push your limits just like Goku, whether you're a beginner just starting out or a seasoned fighter in the gym. Let's get ready to go Super Saiyan. So, what makes Goku's training so special? In the anime, we see him constantly pushing his limits with incredibly high intensity and super varied routines. He's always finding new ways to get stronger. Now, how do we translate that into real life? While you probably won't be training in a room with 100 times Earth's gravity, you can absolutely mimic the core principles that make him a legendary warrior. We're talking about heavy lifting to build raw strength, high volume to build muscle and endurance, explosive movements for power, and of course, progressive overload to ensure you never stop getting stronger. Think of it this way. Goku's training is all about creating a stimulus so intense that his body has no choice but to adapt and become more powerful. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're retaking the spirit of the hyperbolic time chamber and bringing it straight into your gym sessions. First up, let's talk about high-volume training. Volume is simply the total amount of work you put a muscle through each week, usually calculated by sets times reps times weight. Goku trains a lot, and that's our first lesson. To build that Saiyan physique, you need to stimulate your muscles enough to trigger growth. Here's a sample routine to give you an idea. For chest, you could do a bench press for 4 sets of 10 reps, followed by an inclined dumbbell press for 3 sets of 12. For your back, start with pull-ups for 4 sets to your max. Then hit barbell rows for 3 sets of 12. When it's leg day, squats are a must-aim for 4 sets of 10. Then follow up with lunges for 3 sets of 12. And for arms and shoulders, an overhead press for 4 sets of 10 and bicep curls for 3 sets of 12 will get you started. The key takeaway here is that Goku trains consistently, but he also trains smart. You need enough volume to stimulate growth, but not so much that you burn out or get injured. It's about finding that sweet spot where you're pushing your limits without breaking them. Next, we have the secret sauce to all Saiyan power-ups: progressive overload. This sounds complicated, but it's actually super simple. It just means that for your muscles to grow, you have to gradually increase the challenge over time. If you keep doing the same thing over and over, your body adapts and stops changing. You have to give it a new reason to get stronger. For example, let's say in week 1, you can do 10 push-ups. For week 2, you'd aim for 12 push-ups. By week 3, maybe you add a resistance band or a weight plate on your back to make it even harder. This principle applies to everything. You can add more weight to the bar, do more reps with the same weight, or increase your total sets. A great real-life tip is to keep a training log. Now let's get into the fun stuff. Explosive and functional training. Goku isn't just strong. He's incredibly powerful and athletic. Think about his lightning-fast movements, high jumps, and intense martial arts combos. That's explosive strength. To build this kind of power in real life, we need to incorporate plyometric and functional exercises. Things like plyometric push-ups, where you push off the ground with enough force to clap your hands. Or box jumps, where you explode upwards onto a platform. You can also do medicine ball slams to develop that full-body power and sprint intervals to boost your speed and stamina. These exercises specifically train your fast-twitch muscle fibers, which are responsible for those quick, powerful movements. This is what gives you that Saiyan-level explosiveness and agility. It's not just about looking strong. It's about being able to use that strength in a dynamic, athletic way. Of course, all this intense training would be worthless without proper recovery and nutrition. Even Saiyans need rest. In fact, your muscles don't actually grow when you're training. They grow when you're resting and sleeping. That's when your body repairs the muscle fibers you broke down during your workout, making them bigger and stronger for the next session. So make sure you're getting at least 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep every night. And then there's nutrition. You have to fuel your body like a Saiyan, which means a diet high in protein to rebuild muscle. Plenty of complex carbohydrates to give you energy for those grueling workouts and healthy fats to support your overall endurance and health. And yes, you can even have your own senzu bean in the form of a well-earned cheat meal every now and then to keep your sanity. Just don't overdo it. Think of food as the fuel for your transformation. So, how do we put all of this together into a cohesive plan? Here's a sample weekly routine that combines all these principles. On Monday, you could focus on chest and triceps and finish with some explosive work like plyo push-ups. Tuesday could be your back and biceps day, followed by sprint intervals. Wednesday is a crucial rest day, or you could do some light active recovery like stretching or walking. On Thursday, it's time to train legs and core, finishing with some plyometrics like box jumps. Friday could be a full-body day with a martial arts style circuit to work on your conditioning and agility. Saturday is optional, maybe some light cardio or skill work. And Sunday is another full rest day. Remember the formula. Consistent high volume plus steady progressive overload plus explosive movements equals real Saiyan level gains. So there you have it. Training like Goku isn't just some anime fantasy, it's a real-world formula of smart volume, progressive overload, and explosive power that anyone can follow. If you stick to these principles, train hard, recover smart, and fuel your body right, I promise you'll feel like you've leveled up every single week. You have the blueprint to unlock your own potential. If you want me to make a complete 30-day Saiyan challenge with daily workouts, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments and I'll create it for you. Thanks for watching.